119. Darryl's personal best, albeit a slightly shorter format, is 122 and change. This guy's got levels. But the question mark about Darryl is, can he do it here? This is just another barometer for him to see where he's at.
Well, the first thing you need to do is remember to shake hands with everyone when you walk up on the stage, and he forgot to do that, despite the fact, as you say, it's his 5th European Tour appearance. But he remembered eventually. Speaking of remembering, I think some people struggle to remember, as you mentioned, just how good Darryl Pilgrim can be.
People have been saying that about Dave recently too. Some things don't change. Leaving tops from 52 was very normal behaviour for Dave.
22.
He may have been missing it a little bit more recently. He's got fans here. That fan, with the yellow shirt on, might not like this.
Game on the first leg. Darryl Pilgrim. Second leg.
It's a really interesting one with Chizzy, isn't it? Because you mentioned that he hasn't been in the last 48 of a European Tour event for the best part of 3.5 years.
100.
6 times in 2022 he played in the last 48 because he went backwards in the rankings and the seedings. 6 games played, 6 games won. But that was 2022. It was a kind of reset year for Dave before he went bananas. At the end of that year and into 2023, he started winning all the time again. Maybe a backward step is what he needs.
Well, he has played Darryl Pilgrim before, and he beat him 6-4 in a Players' Championship event in Wigan. It was September 2024, so a little while back now, but he averaged 102 and a bit against him. It was a comfortable win. Darryl was a top-up player during that time and has since gone on and progressed through other tournaments and
57.
other disciplines of darts, you could say. Made his mark there, and Mr. P, now part of the PDC, the Pro Tour.
60.
Some of the names he's faced off against recently. Qualifying for the German Darts Grand Prix as well.
58. Dave Chisnall,
Ended up
141.
losing out to Adam Lipscomb in the final match. The player who's recently become a tour card holder in the last year or so.
125.
We are going to be seeing Adam on the European Tour this year. He's made it through one of the qualifiers in the last few days. Big ask for Darryl. Too big as it goes. Jermaine Watermina had a lot of problems in this corner of the board, in the middle portion of his game. What say you, Dave? He does like the top right corner. Usually.
8.
Not this time.
Missed darts at double in the first leg. Pilgrim came in to punish. We have a repeat of that in this leg. Yes, we will.
Second leg.
And Darryl Pilgrim marches into a 2-leg advantage.
Third leg, it's Darryl to go first.
He just needs to regroup.
I don't know about you, Niall, but I look at Dave there and he's been a master of hiding his feelings for the last 15 years on the tour. He looked worried there. He looked mystified as to, why is this happening? Why am I not getting that first start in the treble 20 a lot more than I used to?
98.
Darryl Pilgrim's got his own stuff going on. He's only won 2 games on the European Tour before. He'd like to make Dave his next victim. He wouldn't mind a game with Nathan Aspinall on a Saturday. That'd be quite an exciting prospect.
Well, I said that the players that Dave Chisnall was running into were averaging monster numbers. Not the case for Darryl Pilgrim in the opening couple of legs. He's averaging just under 94. Very respectable indeed.
123.
He's 2 out of 3 on his doubles. Been pretty ruthless in making Dave Chisnall pay for misses so far. Chizzy's had 4 darts at the outer ring and not hit any of them.
134.
And those are the margins these days in the PDC.
He's been missing that treble 20 predominantly high. Double 18. And if there's one thing you can't allow Darryl to do, and that's front run. He's been given a 3-leg head start here. And this is where he will feel comfortable. You've got to put him under pressure. Based on a lot of the darts I've seen Darryl play over the last few years, if you put him under pressure, maybe there's a little bit of a chink in the armour, but he's not been put under pressure in this game by Dave.
Yeah, there's just nothing coming back at the moment from Chizzy.
Pretty serene process through the qualifying for Darryl as well. He took out Kim Huybrechts, Arno Merck, new card holder from Germany,
100.
Tavis Dudney as well, but the pattern of play was that Darryl got better game on game. And he can do that in game as well. He can start fairly slowly,
83.
but if you look at his average now, it's still climbing.
Just a tick under 98 now. It's 10 points better than Chizzy, who can't even find the big 20 segment now.
63.
Salvages it somewhat with that last dart. Darryl Pilgrim lost out to Adam Lipscomb 6-2 in that qualifier for the German Darts Grand Prix.
134.
That's the event in Munich, which is European Tour stop number 4. Actually beat Bo Greaves 6-1 on route to setting up that game with the baby boy.
120.
And does that not just summarise
Darryl
things for Chizzy at the moment?
144.
Finally gets himself back in the 60 and then has a bounce out.
That's not a good dart in anybody's book.
77.
But that's a brilliant recovery.
Jacob Paul, 158.
Big ask for Chizzy just to get his first leg in this contest. Yet again, the treble 20 eludes him.
9.
He's not careful, Niall. By the middle of the season, Chisnall could be out of European Tour events based on Pro Tour ranking. He knows he's under that pressure. And he's been put under pressure.
35.
The second time in this game, Mr. P drags it well left on double 16.
Well, a couple of times in this match, Pilgrim has punished misses from Chisnall. Can Chisnall do the same to him? This feels big. Double 6 is found by Dave Chisnall. That could be significant in this match. He has his opening leg. Can he build from it? That's the question.
Earlier in the broadcast, we were talking about Peter Wright and how he'd never missed a European Tour event that he was qualifying for. He'd missed events by choice. Chisnall's been just around just as long as Peter Snakebite Wright.
64.
He's still here. But because of his predicament in the early part of 2026, we've been digging into his record in round 1. His first game
77.
of tournaments on Fridays. Now, in the early part of the Euro Tour, in 2012, 2013, we used to have last 64. But he's played 19 games on Fridays, and he's won 16 of them. He has not lost on a Friday since 2013. And to show how long ago that was, he was playing a Friday game against Michael Smith.
We will see the bully boy in action later this weekend.
77. Darryl Pilgrim, 155.
He's got a cushion, Darryl Pilgrim. Not just in legs, but also in the score. It's a 2-dart finish. And Once again,
50.
not much in the way of fight back from Dave Chisnall in this particular leg. Does leave himself the big fish. Probably won't get a poke at it. Well, he will.
19.
He needs something to happen. The problem with this checkout, though, is he needs 2 treble 20s. When that has been a huge issue in this match. Now, the funny thing is, it's his biggest weapon. Big scoring is why he's got the titles he's got. And it hasn't shown up today.
Double 9.
18.
It's a long way wide of the double again, particularly on that left side of the board. Pilgrim has just struggled to calibrate. Now Dave Chisnall. Can he use that miss to his advantage? Also looking at double 18.
He's letting you off the hook, Dave. I suggest you take advantage of it.
Game 7 the 5th leg. Dave Chisnall.
That was a somewhat half-hearted apology for taking that 5th leg.
6th leg, it's Dave to go first.
Back-to-back legs now for Dave Chisnall. And the breaker throw as well.
Let's not underestimate as well just how different Dave will feel after shedding timber. It's not the first time he's done it in his career to this degree.
70.
But it is a drastic loss of weight from November time to now. Phil Taylor, a lot during his career, went through certain processes to maintain good energy levels. He lost a bit of weight around 2004, still won the world title. But he talked about the fact that after losing so much weight quickly, it affects your balance and a lot of other things too. Dave might be going through that struggle right now just to feel like himself. Jermaine Watermina lost a lot of weight, also lost some form. So what did he do? He put it back on.
Well, you could put out a similar argument when it comes to Peter Wright, I suppose. We've spoken about Chizzy and his long-standing affiliation with the European Tour, but Peter Wright not here this weekend. And it just feels weird saying that.
It feels weird on so many levels. Half expecting Peter to walk through the door, and he's not going to, and it feels wrong.
Finally, Chizzy fills it up and applies a bit of pressure to this 90 now. He's going to get 2 darts at double, Darryl Pilgrim. And he's inside with the first. And that means that the chance evaporates. 82. So Dave Chisnall with a max has left himself 55 and the opportunity to take this to 3-3.
Now what does he do? 19 or 15? Pilgrim went 19. Dave chooses otherwise.
More misses for Chizzy. And Pilgrim punishes again. He knows. Dave Chisnall knows better than anyone. You just can't afford to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that Darryl is glad all over right now. He's somewhat 10% chirpy with a 4-2 lead. It could have been 29. So much better than this. I think some of the fans out in the audience maybe saving themselves for a little bit of Ratajski action later. And a bit of the thumb. Krzysztof Kachuk.
65.
We've already seen one thumb, gold thumb, a couple of times in his match earlier on against Jeffrey de Graaf, where he reeled off 6 legs on the spin in what was an imperious back end of the game for the former UK Open champion. And look at that for artwork.
I'm going to give that an A-.
140.
It's going to take one heck of a piece of art this weekend to top that one. Winning on the European Tour is difficult, no matter how much experience you've
59.
got. There was a time when we thought that Michael van Gerwen would get 50 of these titles. 50. He's not at 40 yet. I do expect him to get to 40, but it's not going to be this weekend, and it's not going to be the next one either.
He's north of 50 finals, which is a remarkable achievement in itself.
125.
Just need to look at the doubling statistics in this game, and it tells you a story. Dave Chisnall, 9 attempts at double. He's hit 2, 22%. Darryl Pilgrim, 4 from 13. So both players have passed up chances. Just all about when those chances have been and whether the other has been able to capitalise. And it's fair to say that Pilgrim has capitalised more when Chisnall has missed than vice versa, and that's why he leads 4-2.
64.
And Chisnall now looking to be more efficient with double 8 and now double 4. That's more like it from Dave Chisnall.
Dave Chisnall.
This game is following quite an interesting pattern now.
Two interesting things have just happened. One, you get a prime treble 16 like that, and Chisnall still needs to ask if it's in. Secondly, that's the kind of leg that Chizzy needed, where he gets to the double first and doesn't allow his opponent a shot.
29.
I think that's an important point when it comes to Dave Chisnall. We've heard a lot about players' eyesight over the last few months. Of course, Ryan Searle bringing more attention to that eye condition that he has during the World Championships. But Dave Chisnall has tried wearing glasses before. He does need them. And then ditch the glasses. Of course, we've seen Gary Anderson move to wearing glasses with success. That's kind of become part of him now as a dart player. But it's fair to say that Chisnall does ask the question of the referee more often than he used to. Is it in?
He's missed the window for surgery. It doesn't take very long these days. I don't know what his situation is, what his prescription is. But I remember 15 years ago, Kevin Painter said, my prescription is tiny, but my sight is important to me. So I'm going to go and get better sight for the back end of my career. And I applauded that. If you're not willing to go under the knife and get that surgery to give yourself the better vision, I want to know why. Because it could unlock something for Dave to give him another 5-10 years on the tour. That being said, he's still averaging 91.5 with 2 180s. But is he about to draw level? That's the question now.
And he probably could have fit another 5 or 10 darts in that 60.
.58. Derek ball 152.
This would be a cruncher. Game changer. Perfect as well. Have you got it?
136.
That could have turned this game on its head. I think Chisnall was holding his breath there.
76.
This game has been all about windows of opportunity, and this is a big one for Dave Chisnall. And he's missed the segment. He's done that all match. And it makes this finish now a scramble. And he can't get the treble 13 either. He's next door into the treble 6. And so Darryl Pilgrim now looking at double 8 to go 1 leg away from victory.
It's pretty much a carbon copy dart of the last one that hit double 4.
Ninth leg.
Bottom third. 5-3 lead, and that break of throw gives Pilgrim an avenue to the next round. Can he walk down it?
96.
Based on the averages, 15 darter looks good enough. You don't expect in a game like this to have a 12 darter.
38.
Yeah, sense of frustration with those last three from Chizzy as well. And that's the horrible thing sometimes when things are going against you. This awful little gremlin that begins with D, it's called doubt. And it starts to creep in and you start asking yourself questions. Why? With a big question mark at the end. Why does this keep happening to me? Why can't I throw the way I was throwing before? And then you start to overthink and overanalyze, and even the occasional stray into the 1 or 5 becomes bigger in terms of the deal that it means to you in your own head.
87.
You know what the worst answer is for a dart player when they're asked questions? I don't know why. Just a lot of shoulder activity, even for Chizzy in this game.
But that was a big visit, a timely visit as well, needed for Dave Chisnall. I was looking to bring in the bull, Darryl Pilgrim. Leaves himself outside of range, but so's Chizzy, although barring a real disaster should be down first.
80.
That could have been better.
Should have been better.
There's nothing between them in the averages. This could change things. Chisnall's had heroic finishes on European Tour stages before. But the question now remains, can he do it now? These kinds of shots can change seasons. He needs a friend.
70.
No friends on the stage. The double was willing to accept. And now tops is needed for Pilgrim to progress.
Mr. P has one in hand.
20.
And he drops low. And more opportunities have been afforded to Dave Chisnall. Match darts missed for Darryl Pilgrim.
36.
Can Dave Chisnall save his skin? He's looking at double 18 to do it and keep the match alive.
If you're going to miss there. If you're going to hit that. Well done, Dave.
Dave Chisnall.
Going through the back door of the avenue, but now he's got to close the avenue to Pilgrim and keep one open for himself.
10th flag, it's Dave to throw first.
That's what's known in the industry, Niall, as a bit salty. That was not part of the plan, but you'll take it.
Well, you'll find plenty of salt round here, Nico. There is a massive salt mine about 10 kilometres away. But they've chiselled a cathedral out of salt under the ground. Dave Chisnall
140.
is hoping that this leg he's freshly seasoned off the back of that lifeline. Good start to this leg. There you have
58.
it. Cigarette paper stuff between the two of them.
And if we may say so, because we love a stat or two on the Euro Tour, Dave is defending a perfect record
82.
in the last 48 of the European Tour. He's never lost in the last 48. This is his 7th game. He's won the previous 6. But these are very different times. Starting to find that treble 20 with the first dart, though.
140.
Well, it's a couple of 140s he's had in this leg now, Dave Chisnall. He's on throw, but he needs to win it to take us down the stretch.
Just imagine if Pilgrim were to lose this game after having 3 clean darts and a double. He'll feel like Chisnall's nicked his keys.
Well, he was 3-0 up, and he's mismatched darts, Darryl Pilgrim.
That's worked out very well. If he had 139, hitting treble 19 and Pilgrim was on a finish, he would have done something different. But right there, the board management from Dave was absolutely spot on. Take us the distance, Dave.
40. No score.
Right on the top of the wire, but Darryl Pilgrim can only apply pressure.
You've got to feel like you're going to get a chance here. Because Chisnall's just missed 3 high at top, so if he does it again, Pilgrim will get a chance to win the match.
40.
But will Chisnall miss again? That's the question. Yes. There's 2 misses. And there's a third, Dave Chisnall.
Darryl Pilgrim, 41.
17 misses at double for Chisnall in the game. There's another match start miss for Pilgrim. And he's inside again. He can't close the match out. And once more, he offers it on a plate to Dave Chisnall.
If you're in Dave's shoes right now, you've got to be thinking, he can't beat me. He can't put me down. This is where you've got to survive.
Can he use it as a marker?
This is a nightmare. He's going to need a magic wand to hit double 10 now.
Look how far that's kicked across. He's going to have to go around it the other side.
Right at the top. This is like going over the wall into the top bins.
This would be magical.
10.
Just inside from Dave Chisnall.
16.
There was a fence up around that double 10. And now Darryl Pilgrim has bust his score. There's a smirk on the face of the man from St. Helens and on the face of Mr. P. But really inside, they will not be believing how they're trading blows.
Longest game of the afternoon. Are there more legs?
He was walking. He thought that was in. That one's not either.
This is damaging for Chisnall's confidence. This could be crucial for Pilgrim's. He wins, and he's just glad to get over the line. There will be more question marks.